well, oops. Skydive vibes. So I think today's gonna be a great day because the weather is gonna be about 17 degrees Celsius, which is pretty hot since we didn't have that kind of weather up to now, and we're in April right now. So I'm pretty pumped, and also the reason is that tomorrow is the start of the skydiving season. So we're having our safety day at our drop zone, and I'm looking forward to that. 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, I'm gonna be there to kickstart the season. And by the beginning of the skydiving season, we also need to set up our goals as skydivers. And let me explain why it's very important. Alright, so why is goal setting important whenever we start our skydiving season? Well, the reason is, and that might sound really odd for non-skydivers, but after a while, after you've done maybe 50 jumps, 70 jumps, 100 jumps, things are becoming a little bit redundant. And so the reason why you started jumping at the beginning, which was the excitement, the pushing your limits thing, well, it's not there anymore, and jumping out of the airplane seems pretty casual at that point. So by losing that excitement of jumping out of a perfectly good airplane, or the thrill of jumping, well, a lot of people will try to seek out that excitement back. And what we want to happen in our sport, because we love it and we care about it, is that people remain active in skydiving and not trying to seek out for another type of sport. So to do that, we gotta make sure that each year we can sit down and set up some goals for the season, because this is how you're gonna stay motivated. This is how you're gonna push your limits, improve your skills, and perform in the sport. How can you do that? Simply by trying to achieve a target, a specific target, I don't know, becoming a coach this year, or starting to do video tandem. Or maybe you want to join a team, a skydiving team, and maybe do a competition, maybe not this year, but next year, for example. So by setting goals, we are able to keep ourselves focused in the sport and keep enjoying it and keep improving our skills to a level that keeps us pushing our limits. Because that's why we started the sport at the beginning, right? In order to do that, I'm a fervent believer of having a specific and attainable goal in this season. And the main reason of that is that you want to see the results of your actions and your efforts, and also you want to be able to plan out and achieve that goal during the season. So let's talk about my own goals for this year. As I just showed you, well, I'm pregnant. So I'm waiting a baby boy at the end of May, and hopefully it's gonna be a little bit earlier than that. But that being said, here's our family right now, where I have my husband and my dog, and baby boy coming up, whose name will be Nathan. So that's gonna affect my skydiving season, don't you think? So my goals for the beginning of this season, I have more than that, but let's take one step at a time. So my goals are gonna be, first, having my baby. The second thing I wanna do is get back into my jumpsuit. Oops. And then the last step for now is gonna be to get back in the sky the soonest possible. And for that, I'll need to train, exercise, getting back in shape, getting the approval of my doctors so that I can get back up there. Because the goal has to be specific and timely, I want to be able to achieve that in 2 months after the birth of Nathan. And over the top of all those elements I want to do, of course, I need to adapt to being a new mom, because it's gonna be my first baby, and so I need to figure that out and try to do the things that I'm aiming for this season in skydiving. It's gonna be challenging. Of course, like I said, I do have other goals more professionally in the skydiving sport. We'll talk about that later on because I think for now there's a lot of uncertainties in having a baby, and maybe some of you can share. Actually, in the comments below, let me know your experience of being, if you are a skydiving mom, of balancing having kids and also being on the drop zone and enjoy the sport that you love. I'd like to hear about that. So this is gonna be a brand new video series about my journey to get back in the sky and continue performing and setting goals in the sport. So if you like that, please consider subscribing so that you can get notified whenever I post a new episode. Alright, so that's it for today. I'll see you tomorrow at the safety day. Hopefully it's gonna be a pretty exciting one.